All right. So we should be live, everyone. Hello, and I'm Crazy Jesse. Welcome back to Fast 2020. We are Oz Speedruns. We're doing a charity event raising money for the Royal Flying Doctors Service. Right now, we have Half-Life 2, Any Percent No Void Clip, being run by Wilbo. So take it away, Wilbo.
All right. Yeah, I guess let's just get right into the run. I'll tell you when to start the timer, yeah? If that works.
Yep.
All right, cool. There's
Just
there's like a while of cutscene at the start, so don't worry about it until I tell you. I'll start moving in the train, and that's when it's to go. So yeah, this is Half-Life 2 No Void Clip. We'll talk more about what the category means in a second, because there's going to be a fair few things happening at the beginning of the run that I want to talk about before we get to that. To start with, the first thing you're going to see when I load into the game and actually begin to play is there's going to be a bunch of save loading for like a few seconds. And what this is I'm trying to push, by save loading I can delay certain parts of the game progressing, but other parts continue to progress through the loads. So if I save load, I can push the trains so that way they join together, and if I position myself correctly, I can clip myself out of the train. So that's the first thing you're going to see, and then we're going to get into some movement stuff. So start the timer right about now.
Good luck.
Okay, yeah, I just need to hear there, because there's an audio cue for when you've got the clip successful. And then you're going to be seeing some ABHs. What ABH is it's a form of movement in the source engine. Oh my god, I'm messing everything up. Where you jump backwards, normally, and gain speed. So if you're familiar with most source games, there's a thing called bunny hopping. That's where you jump forward and you get momentum. For Half-Life 2 and Portal, they tried to patch out this glitch. However, they kind of messed it up, because if you just go backwards, you'll build up speed exponentially. That's because of the way they tried to patch out bunny hopping. They made it so if you're over a cap, it gives you negative velocity, equivalent to the amount to the cap. So this means that you'll just, build speed exponentially if you're going backwards. You saw I was doing it forward there sometimes as well. That's, I guess, a slightly different variation called AFH. Basically, the game assumes you're going forwards at all times unless you're holding a backwards key. So if I hold S, the game assumes I'm going backwards, so it gives me forward momentum. You also saw that I teleported Barney here by bumping a prop onto his head. The NPCs have like this weird stuck code that if they think they're stuck ever, they'll teleport forward. So if you just slam a prop down onto their head, they'll just teleport forward to the next point that they have to be at. And this lets you speed through cutscenes, because if there's no dialogue going on, the NPCs have nothing slowing them down except for getting to the next location where there is dialogue. So I've got a bit more cutscene here. So we're going to do a stack. This is really important because it's been done in speedruns for a long time. People just had nothing to do here, so we try and get the props and build a nice little tower out of them. I guess in terms of tech in the run, recently, I was talking about AFHs earlier. Normally to do them you have to hold S, but there's been a pretty recent development with something called plus strafe is what we call it, where in the settings there's like a key binding that says something like strafe modifier, and what that actually means is it turns your mouse movement into player movement. So if I move my mouse up or down, it moves my player up or down. This is really helpful because it means that instead of holding S in the air, which normally slows you down by a lot, I can just pull my mouse down slightly, and I'll slow down by a lot less when I'm trying to go forward with AFHs. So it ends up being a very important trick. Here's the first instance of a save delete here coming up as soon as this loading screen finishes. This is where I save, and then I, technically what I do is actually I make a save with a weird name. I've got a bind to do it on my mouse. And the game doesn't register this save, so instead of, it doesn't know what save to load onto when you reload the game. So it just puts you onto a default save that it has in the map. And that's really helpful there because it means that the door at the top of that staircase doesn't spawn, so it saves a couple seconds, because it takes a couple seconds to open that door. You also saw I clipped through that guard. That guard just isn't solid if you go through him quick enough. While he's moving, you can just kind of land yourself through him. And then the rest of that map is just movement and getting over the fence. Here, this map's actually really important because during this apartment sequence, it's the first time in the game where you're supposed to be allowed to take damage. we didn't go through the apartments for the most part. We just climbed up the stairs and jumped over that guard. So we didn't get to the point where we're supposed to take damage. So the game never allows us to take damage up until this point. Which means that what we can do is we can just hop off this building and get ourselves over here. And we're coming up to a trick called BBT. So if you guys don't know what BBT means, it stands for Bill's Big Thrill. Basically, we're gonna rub this bucket along this tire, and if we do it just right, it'll start floating. And then we can jump into this floating bucket, and we'll start floating. This floating part isn't actually very important, aside from letting us get to locations that we need to be. The important part about this trick is that whenever we touch a prop, so when we crouch in the air, we're going to set a position, and when we touch a prop, we're going to teleport to that position that we set with the velocity that we had when we set that position. We're going to use this to basically wrong warp onto the next map. So we're going to set our position really high and with a lot of velocity, so that we can skip over the cutscene that's on the next map, which is 5 minutes long. So it's a massive skip. The annoying part about this skip, however, is that it takes, or you cannot save in the middle of it. So if I mess up, I have to go back to the beginning of the trick or load after it. So we're going to hope that I don't make any mistakes here. Yeah, I'm just going to focus up for this. Ooh, I don't trust that. I'm going to go for this again. That should work. Alright. There we go. So yeah, we just set our position up there at the top of that map in like this big empty space where there's this like there's a ground technically, but it doesn't look like there is. And hopefully, if it's set correctly, which it should be, I'm being very hopeful because there are a lot of things in this trick that can just kind of break sometimes, and I'm very hopeful that we haven't run into any. If we have, I'm just gonna load past it because it's gonna be a bunch of time that I don't really want to spend. But we're gonna hope that we don't have to do a little bit of, well, loading of different saves, cheating. Let's hope this works. All right, where are we? 36. This is very precise. This is a unit precise setup, so I'm just going very slowly. All right, that should work. All right, we got it. There it is. We're good. No cheating allowed. It's good. All right, and we're on to my favorite part of the run, because this is a route that nobody else does except for me, because everyone says it's dumb and doesn't save time, despite the fact that I have proven it does save time. I'm just saying. All right. Oh no, never mind, it doesn't save time. It's actually a really bad route. I'm a fool for doing it. So the reason this route is particularly difficult is because A, we're doing this without save deleting, so we don't actually get the HEV suit, which lets us sprint. Alright, I'm gonna go from the beginning. Hold on. And B, the part that's I'm not actually getting to because I'm messing up so early. You have to slam into these planks so hard that you just break them. But it's alright, we made it past it. So we're coming into this next map and we're going to do a save deletion here, because we need to get the suit and the crowbar to continue. So save delete. And yeah. So when we save delete, it obviously loads us onto a default save that's built in. These saves have the gear and stuff you're supposed to have at that point in the run, or in the game. So we can use it to get certain gear that we didn't actually pick up. There we just did what's called an item climb with that bin. Basically, when you're on a prop and you jump, then you can grab the prop and jump again really quickly in order to climb up walls. It's actually not used too much in the run anymore. It used to be a very important trick, but it's only really used in a couple maps now. Because of something that we'll be talking about a bit later on, but yeah. A lot of this game just comes down to doing clean movement, and it can be very difficult to get some of the good routes quickly. Oh, whoa. That's too far. I guess I should talk about... hold on, actually. I shouldn't talk about anything while I'm trying to land something that's relatively difficult. Hold on. Okay. That was not worth reloading for any times, let alone twice, but I wanted to get it, so we did. Alright. There we are. So we're kind of a bit chill now. The early game of this run has a lot of tricks jammed very close together, and then as the run kind of gets further in, you kind of have a bit of time to just to chill, and there's less stuff happening. It's mostly done just to the same movement-based tricks. Here's a little bit of a neat thing. The floor here is sticky. Oh, so when you jump on it, you can jump a lot of times, so like it sticks you down, and so whenever you jump, it doesn't actually push you up. So you can jump a bunch of times really quickly in order to gain like the exponential velocity you get from ABH or AFH. You can get it in like, you know, less than a second. And then those barnacles don't actually grab you if you're traveling fast enough, so... I'm not sure if I made it onto this. So you can just kind of get through the barnacle tongue room without them actually tonguing you properly. Alright, and now we're coming on to Canal Zo3, which is, in my opinion, the worst map in the game. Because of the man hacks, which are the enemy you're going to be seeing in a second. They are so goddamn painful. But yeah. If you guys have any questions, by the way, ask them in the chat, and I will try and answer them if there's something I skip over explaining or I forget to explain, or anything like that. But yeah, the man hacks coming up are really annoying because they just want to block you. They're like tiny and they get in the way so much more than any other enemy in this game. It's crazy. We'll see how much we get screwed by them today. That load was actually me just accidentally pressing my load bind.
So
Alright.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the engine that you're using on this one? There's different versions of the game, isn't there?
Yeah, sure. So there's two main versions that people play. Oh, well, there's a lot of main versions, but the two like big branches are the old engine and the new engine. So the old engine is the version from before the Orange Box came out, the big bundle of Valve games that they released with Team Fortress 2, Portal, and the Half-Life episodes, Half-Life 2 episodes. The old engine features normal bunny hopping, which is obviously not what we're using, and the new engine features the ABH, which is what I'm using. The main distinction is bunny hop versus ABH, but there's also a bunch of other things that are different. Some of the maps are different. Hold on, sorry. That room, that little room there is a pain. Barnacles can mess up your item climb so bad. But yeah, and old engine also features save warping, which messes with the run a lot. Oh, I accidentally turned around in a load. So, I guess another thing I'll talk about versions is on Half-Life 2, there are two currently ran new engine versions. There's the ghosting mod version of the game, and there's the Steam version. So the Steam version is the version you just download if you download on Steam. And the ghosting mod version is a version from the 2007 SDK that they released, built by a runner of the game called Goknak. Oh, I forgot to turn off the white flashes. That's fine. Alright, I hope nobody's having issues with those. Yeah, so the ghosting mod version is arguably kind of a mod, but it's still allowed. I'm currently playing on the Steam version though, so no legitimacy questions. Yeah, so if you guys are familiar with this section of the run, or this section of the game, normally it's supposed to be in the airboat. We just ignored that because it's very, very slow compared to how fast we can go. However, don't worry, we're going to save delete to get the airboat now, because we need it to set up the next glitch that we're going to be doing. This is going to be a glitch called yes clip or no clip glitch, or oh wait, I'm on Steam version. Okay. I just did the setup for ghosting mod. There's a bunch of different small variations between Steam and ghosting, so I just had to line up. Alright, I think that should be good. A little bit differently on the Steam version. Yeah, so if you guys know what noclip is, it's a cheat that you can enable through the developer console in a lot of games, which allows you to basically fly and ignore walls. By positioning the airboat like this, we can actually gain no clip, because when you're in the airboat, you technically have no clip. But because you're driving the airboat, you can't do anything with it. But when we're positioned there, we're outside of the loading zone, but when we exit the airboat, we touch the loading trigger immediately, so we go into the next map and the airboat doesn't come with us. So the game just puts us into no clip. After that, we go and we grab some resources, and then we touch a barnacle. This puts us into a different state that we call quick clip. The properties of this are pretty strange. So I guess the first main property, the first one that you're gonna see maybe, is that I won't take damage to bullets or enemy attacks in any way, except for the only damage I can take is environmental damage, fall damage, so that's like goo, toxic goo, fall damage, and explosions are the main ways I can take damage now. But yeah, pretty much anything else won't actually hurt me at all. So I'm largely invulnerable. And the other things that are actually more important about this glitch, we'll talk about later on, because I messed that up and then I reloaded back. I actually got it, I mean, I didn't mess it up. We'll talk about it when we get to them, because it's a little bit weird and hard to talk about without being there. So for the rest of this entire section of the game, by the way, through all these toxic tunnels, you're supposed to have the airboat. We call it boatless because you skip the airboat. It's generally regarded as one of the harder movement sections of the run, because it's, well, a lot of areas that are relatively hard to navigate. You'll see sometimes that like my mouse locks up and it looks like I'm like not moving my mouse at all. That's when I'm using plus strafe. I mentioned that earlier on, that it helps us AFH a lot easier and a lot faster sometimes. That's when I'm utilizing that, if you guys are at all interested in that. Ooh, we got way too much speed there. Oh my god, we're flying. Alright, there we go, that's a bit better. So yeah. I guess the other thing in the version of this game that we're talking, or the version, this category that we're talking about, is this is any % no void clip. We talked about this at the very beginning of the run. What void clip is, I guess, since we're saying that there's none of it, is that in this game there's a glitch that requires a lot of saving and loading, where essentially you get stuck in a wall and you give yourself speed, and then by saving and loading frame perfectly for the a very long duration, you can like clip. The issue is this takes a long time in real time. So like I'm saying like this run would probably be like maybe like an hour longer, maybe longer than that even, if I was doing that category in real time, despite being faster in game time. So I guess the other thing in this category, in this game, we normally measure in game time. The timer that you see on screen is obviously in real time though. I was gonna have an in-game timer running for this run, but it didn't want to work for me, so I guess we're not doing that. I was gonna tell you guys that the time was in game time at the end, but I guess you guys are gonna have to miss out on that one. You just saw I went through a wall with a prop. I mentioned that there are other properties of quick clip. That's the main one. We can just kind of go through a prop and through a wall. We literally just line up a prop on a wall and then we jump into it and it can push us through. There's a bit more to it than that, but it's pretty complicated. Here's a hard strat we're going for. This is called Chili Launch because it was first done in runs by a guy called Chili and such. He had world record for a very long time. Very skilled runner. And there we go. That was it. Oh wow, this load is long. That's one of the other facts, or the factors of Steam version. It can make loads a significant amount longer on oh wow, okay, I don't know why I got launched up there. On some maps. Most of the time it's not a big deal though. A few movement mistakes there, but that's fine. Ooh, over the top. Ah, no. I want to make this. Oh, okay, never mind. I messed that up. Oh, no, I didn't. Alright, fine, whatever. Let's go down here. There's a really cool route you can do where you can go completely over there and skip going into that little water that we went into over there earlier. And we're just going to launch over here. Go straight through to the... Oh, no, I lost my speed. Whatever. Straight through to the end. So we're coming to the end of the boatless section, and we're going to get into basically 5 minutes of cutscene with a little bit of a skip in the middle, but yeah, we got a lot of time, downtime coming up. So if you want to read donations or anything, or if you've got anything you guys want to ask in chat, we've got a bunch of time coming up where we can worry about that.
So no donations at the moment, but get them in if you like to hear them read during that break that we've got coming up. Just some things to plug. We've got Simpsons Hit and Run Glitz Exhibition donation incentive coming up. That's at 54% funded. It needs $228.46 to be met. So Simpsons Hit and Run is coming up soon. That's going to close at the end of the run, which is around 10:30. So still plenty of time to get your donations in, and that would be excellent if we get that met. And I'll just pass it back to you, Wilbo.
Awesome. Yeah, so when it comes to fall damage, you guys have noticed that a few times I probably should have died with fall damage and I didn't. There are two ways you avoid fall damage in this game, primarily. Number one is you land in water. If you land in any depth of water, you just don't take any damage. Number two is slopes. This game is really weird about slopes. If you go into them and you're going at a fast enough horizontal velocity, you'll kind of just slide up them instead of splatting onto them and taking damage. So we just do both of those things to avoid taking damage throughout the run. Yeah. Hi Goknak, by the way. Goknak, also very, very legendary runner of this game. Held world record for years, actually. Very long time. So yeah, hi Goknak. Also, Goknak is currently making a game called Momentum Mod. If you guys are interested in source movement in general, there's a mode based on Half-Life 2 movement. There's Counter-Strike Surf, Counter-Strike Bunny Hopping, TF2 Rocket Jumping, and Sticky Jumping. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, check out Momentum Mod. It's a game that's being made by Goknak. It's very, very cool. Yeah. So I've set up a bunch of props here, so I can clip through some stuff in a second, and this is going to let us set up for a little bit of a skip for this cutscene. We're going to get two parts of the cutscene to play at the same time to save a little bit of time. So we're just going to clip here. We're just clipping with save loads here because this prevents us from taking damage. This is different from a void clip because we're only clipping downwards and we're not preserving horizontal velocity. And also, these save loads don't have to be frame perfect, is the other difference. So we're going in here to trigger some stuff that needs to be triggered for Mossman. Then we go in there, and now, hopefully, Alex will spawn while Mossman is still talking, so we can get both of the parts of the cutscene playing at the same time. And this saves, like, I think like 40 seconds, maybe a bit more. Sometimes we have to block Mossman manually here, but it looks like she's just gone into the room, so we don't need to worry about that. I'll do it a little bit just to be safe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Alex spawns. Oh, we've also got Mega Man Eli. So Eli has got this thing he's supposed to pass off to the Vortigron. Just stuck on his arm now. That just happens sometimes when you do this. I don't actually know what exactly causes it. Also, Mossman's got like her lighting bugged. There's a bunch of things that go wrong. We've got everything. With the hold on. Were the donations read really loud, by the way? Because I think the audio might have messed up and gone back on the settings.
All right, let's do a test. How are we going, chat? Am I very loud? What's the deal?
Looks very in the red for me. Louder? Alright, well I'll turn it down in a second.
Alright.
No worries. worries. So we're just waiting here to go in here and then just teleport Mossman.
Have you turned me down yet, or?
No. Sorry, I'll do it in 1 second.
Yep.
Okay, I can get to it now. The game's gonna look frozen. I promise it's still going. It's just that it's messed up with that. Can you talk?
Yep. Test.
Yeah,
Hey
looks good to
everyone,
me.
my little lad. All right.
Looks good.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you have anything to say now, there's also more time here.
No, I'm all good. We've got no donations at the moment.
Awesome.
So well, not awesome. Get on it.
Oh well, yeah. I guess not. Hey.
Get on it, chat.
Now my brother actually said that he's not gonna donate because he just hates charity. Apparently, I don't know what that's about. So I don't know why. He's sitting in the other room, and I just don't know. He came to me directly and he's like, I'm just not donating this. I just don't want to. Yeah,
what a guy. I mean, really.
It's unbelievable, actually.
I believe it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? Prove us wrong?
I don't know. Is he? We're setting up some more stuff for some clips later on at the end of this cutscene. The next map after this one is the map where we're supposed to grab the gravity gun, which we're not going to grab. Sorry for anybody that loves that, but we're only going to use it for like 2 seconds in this run. Or actually, there's a couple minutes at the end, but we're not going to grab it here, and we can't save delete to get anything anymore because we have quick clip, and if we save delete, we'll get out of the quick clip state. I just tried to teleport Alex up this ramp, but she didn't want to do it. It's a very strange teleport. It just works sometimes and it doesn't work other times. So there we have to clip out of that room before the door shuts, otherwise we're going to be stuck behind an invisible wall when we come onto this next map. But because we're out, we're good, and we've got nothing to worry about. We can continue along, skipping the gravity gun, and another very long cutscene with Dog and all that kind of stuff. In fact, actually, I don't think we see Dog at all in this run anymore. So, bad for any robot fans. Oh no. Alright, so we're coming into Ravenholm. This section of the game is basically defined by its nade boosts and explosive boosts. In this game, if you take damage from explosives, you get moved in the direction that the explosion is boosting you, or is like away from you. So we can use that to get launched pretty strange ways in order to skip a lot of this section particularly. Because Ravenholm's obviously this built-up town with a lot of places you can kind of boost over. Getting it. Alright. He is actually a new route that was found like yesterday, I think, or the day before. So let's hope I don't mess this one up. It's oh wait, hold on, I need that HP actually. Oh no. I didn't grab it. Alright. So I have here, here. Let me launch up here and jump over. So that's a different variation of the same basic concept to get over here. Oh, whoops. Yeah, Goknak's impressed. Alright, and we're coming out of Ravenholm just now. Wowie. That's pretty incredible. Just recently, Half-Life, or ex-Half-Life 1 world record holder Maxim started running this game, so everyone's a bit like on their toes. There's a bunch of new stuff being found by him and by other people who are just looking because he's running the game now. It's very cool to have somebody who's like very well regarded in like the kind of Source game community. Because running the game, who's like, you know, regarded as being very good and like a very optimized player, like running this game, and people just like very interested in finding strats because of him, and him just doing it himself. Oh wow, that's not great.
Yeah, so rising tide rises all ships. We have a $11.17 donation from Arcs72, who says, "Cheers, mate, for running an awesome game."
No problem. Thanks, Ark, for the donor. Thanks for supporting the charity, supporting the cause. Oh my god, I can't clip this. It's impossible. So now we're on to coast. This is the section with the Jeep, traditionally. Once again, in the spirit of this game, we're skipping the vehicles because it's faster to just move on foot. Yeah. The first thing you're going to see is basically skipping a massive portion of this map where we're just going to go across this water here. Instead of going around like this massive arc around here, we're just going to go across the water and go straight across to the end. Oh, I didn't get a hop here. Oh, I also have Rain TNT. Speaking of more Half-Life 2 runners, Rain TNT, also a very good runner. I think he's third right now. I think he's had world record before. Don't want to be wrong on that, but it's good to see a bunch of very good people running the game, and like still around and supporting it in general. Yeah, this coast is all about is like moving quick through the sections, moving quick through the tunnels, and then bouncing off stuff to get around the map. The sections that are hard to hop across, basically, or sections where it can skip across. Like this bridge, we can just kind of launch over. God, I was very scared that it looks like I might have died there, but we sloped off it because this game slopes just work sometimes, I guess. Sometimes, like, when you think you're 100% sure that you're going to slope somewhere, you just don't, and other times you're pretty sure you're not going to, but you just do, because that's just the way it works. Gotta love it. Okay, this is a relatively difficult map. This is, Coast... I was going to say the map name, but I can't remember on the top of my head. Coast 9, I think, but don't quote me on that. We got through it relatively cleanly. Messed up the ending once, but hey, that happens. I guess the one other method of movement that I haven't mentioned yet is ASH. It's pretty similar to AFH in that you go forward. The only difference is it means your velocity isn't capped at the same number, the 3,500 number that it is when you AFH. You can get a higher velocity because you can get velocity on multiple axes. It's just different because you hold A and S as opposed to just pressing S. Or D and S, or your sideways key and backwards. This is another route that used to be done by everybody, but it kind of fell out of relevancy as the route changed and it became impossible to do, and then people kind of forgot about. So it's just kind of coming back in now. It's called Upper Route for Coast 11. It can be a little bit difficult to get, but it looks like we got a pretty... Ah! Why did I speak early? Alright, it's fine. God,
well,
no.
what do you know? We have a $22.46 donation from Aiden, who says, "Saying I hate charity is lies and propaganda. This disinformation campaign will not be tolerated. Mum says she loves you, by the way."
Oh, that's good to hear. That was successfully baited. I'm glad that one worked. Oh my god, I'm messing everything up on this map. It's unbelievable. So the issue with this route is that when we're coming onto Coast 12 here, we don't have any SMG nades, or actually we might have one. Let's check. Sometimes you can get lucky and get an SMG nade. It's completely random, but hey, what are you gonna do? I didn't get one. Unlucky. So instead I'm gonna have to do nadeless routes for the next 2 maps, where normally that you would use an SMG nade, but it's fine. They're only a tiny bit slower. If I can get them. Yep, got this. Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, it's a Fleeky. See, we've got everybody coming in now. All the Half-Life 2 runners are coming in. Fleeky is... ranked very highly in Half-Life 2. Very good runner as well. Oh my god. What the hell? Alright. I was gonna go for something there, but I'm not getting it. I'm unlucky. What are you gonna do? Unlucky means bad, by the way. For anyone unfamiliar. If you just say you're unlucky, nobody can ever call you bad, so just, if you ever mess something up, just say that, that's just bad luck, you know? Works every time. Okay, this is unironically bad luck. That's... I promise that one was actually bad luck and not just me saying it. I have noticed it's an issue. I can't actually equip my shotgun, so I'm gonna try and fix that really quickly. I don't know why it's not pulling out. Ah! That's also not gonna work. Oh my god, I might have just crashed the game as well. It's all going downhill. Alright, we're good. Thank god. Okay. And we're back. So, into prison. This is the main part of the game where quick clipping becomes really important. There's also a bunch of really painful quick clips that can just kind of never work. But, hey, we'll see what happens. Okay. Thought I threw that chair away, but whatever. Oh my god. Everything's going wrong. Alright. Alright. I promise, no more bad luck. More mistakes. Okay, I just did a 180 while I was in a load. That's, yeah, we just have to... Oh, no! Okay. I boosted just in between the 2 points that are acceptable to land on with that one. So that's, no, I'm not gonna say it. Fill in what I was gonna say. I'm sure you guys can do it. Alright, I'm gonna go for another quick clip here. This one could be a little bit difficult. If we don't get it first try, I'm just gonna probably... Wait. Okay, there's no way I'm actually 180ing in these loads. I'm convinced. There's some kind of prank going on here. Somebody's got a second wireless mouse hooked up, and they're just spinning me around in the loads. It's gotta be. Alright, we're good. We're cruising! Alright, through prison, and, we're gonna be doing a bit of stuff that's kind of funky, where we're just gonna be skipping over the next map. But yeah, see how it goes. Or over parts of the next map. Basically, you're supposed to go down through there and go through a bunch of stuff underneath here, but we can just climb over and bring this box with us so we can clip back down later on. We're just gonna climb up really high, use our nades to boost up on top, and bring our box so that way we can line up and clip back inside. Oh no. This run's very cool. It can be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of stuff that you have to do. It's also very difficult, a lot of precise tricks, but it is very, very fun to do. I would highly recommend it. Oh my god, no way. I'm hopping into walls! Okay, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done this. Alright, we're gonna do the other thing. Normally you can do single jump over there, but I just messed it up. I don't know what to say, I just messed that up. Anyway. Clipping downwards here. This one takes a fair while in terms of loads. It's a decent amount, but I knew that was gonna end badly when I went for that single jump. I knew it was gonna happen, but I was just, I was feeling confident. And that's what you get for confidence. Never be confident.
Classic.
Or overconfident, at least.
So we got a $5.73 donation from Kaido Jester. Thank you very much, Kaido Jester.
Yeah, thank you.
No comment.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything's going wrong. I can't even play this game anymore, man. So... Oh. Okay. Coming on to now Prison 08. This is another really long cutscene map. This one we have a bit more of a skip going on. So first thing we're going to do is get some HP because we don't have enough. Then we're going to be doing something that's pretty borderline on whether it's a void clip or not. It's just on the not side. I'm just going to clarify that. But basically, we're going to be stuck inside a wall this time. And we're going to be clipping through this wall with velocity we have from the nades that we launched. So we're just clipping in until we can get to this turret here, and we can grab that and move that. This lets us start triggering the next phase of the cutscene, where the combat guards start coming out early, so we do that. And we move the next one, which we can just move from the outside. And then we're going to be going and grabbing this little piece of rubble from the door and lining it up just so we can block Mossman from interacting with that panel there when she comes into this room. And if we time that right, we can basically make it so this elevator is supposed to be really slow coming up and down, but we can speed it up so it goes really quickly down, and lets us get into it straight away, and we can just make this cutscene a whole lot faster. Still ends up with a bit of waiting time, so I think saying now is a good time as well.
Right, thank you. So we got a $54.70 donation from Wilbo's mum, who says, "Go Wilbo, go! Aiden says he loves you. XXXX." Now, I'm not sure if that was in fact Wilbo's mum, but thank you all the same.
I'm sure it was.
Maybe.
Sure it is. She's in the other room as well, so I'd highly suspect it. So all that's left is Rowan. Come on, where's that donor? Roll it in. There's 3 people in the other room now. Missing 1. I'm not getting thanks until I get everybody in that room donating. That's not enough. Come on. Alright, so now we're just waiting to move this panel until this elevator has changed colors a certain number of times. That means it's at the correct spot, and the cutscene is progressing a certain amount. So we can move it and get it to work perfectly for us. There we go. And that should be it. Hopefully that worked. Now, I like the shooting of this guy, which actually makes me pretty concerned because I don't want him to die. I mentioned earlier that quick clip causes me to not be able to take damage from this guy. So if anybody's confused about that, that's a question that often comes up at this point. If anybody's tuned in since after I explained quick clip. We're basically in a certain state where we can clip through walls and people can't hit us with bullets. Yeah. So after this we're gonna get into City 17, which is like basically like the beginning of the late game of the run. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. Let me just fix one thing before I get to do this. Alright. Should be good. So basically cheating, pretty much. Cheating, but without the actually cheating bit. So not cheating at all. Alright, so we're just gonna clip through the elevator. This is not the property of quick clip, you can't stand on elevators. So we just kind of go through that, and then we can... No way! Okay. No. Okay, this is a thing. It says a grenade that the combines explode, that the combines through. It was launching my nade away. Hold on. That was in my head, man. Oh my god. So that's completely random. There's nothing I could have done to avoid that. Oh, okay. There's also one of my binds is broken again. That's awesome. Eight. Alright, we should be good.
We just got a $22.07 donation from Rowan that said, "Nice work baiting us all in less than 3."
Yeah, that's easy. See? That's what we done.
Too easy, mate. Too easy. We also got a $54.70 donation from Coming Here, who said, "I swore too much during my run. My opinion. Good luck, Wilbo." Smiley face.
It's okay. You delivered a good run anyway. I was watching most of that until I got called in here and I had to start setting up. Till I... Oh my god. Alright, there we go. That was a little bit of a mess up. We did a setup for that nade, and the setup's actually really, really easy, and everybody else who does it says it's really easy and they never mess it up, but I'm just incredibly bad at it. So I don't know what to tell you guys about that one. I just can't do that one. So, it's rough. It ain't easy. So I guess another thing, if anybody's familiar with me normally, I don't actually normally have a shaved head. Or I didn't used to. But I worked out, okay? Here's my thought here. I think barbers and hairdressers are like a complete scam. Because like I bought these clippers for $26, alright? So if I had just shaved my head like 2 times, I have made such a value purchase on those clippers that like it's just a smart decision, I think.
I mean, if the haircut that you're looking for is a shaved head, I think you're on the money. But if you want to say get it styled and coloured and all that sort of stuff, maybe the clippers would do the job.
I think maybe everyone should just have a shaved head instead. It's just easier, you know? Oh my god, I'm not getting this at all. Okay, that's really unlucky. So sometimes when you're quick clipping, you'll just kind of get stuck inside a prop, and that just happened to that table. I don't know what to tell you. It just happens. Not much I can really do about it. Oh my god, this load is so long. It's unbelievable. Alright. So here's another map with manhacks. So I mentioned obviously earlier that they are the most annoying enemy in the game. That continues true here. So let's hope they don't mess with me. Normally they don't on this map because you can just kind of ABH past them very, very quickly. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. We didn't get messed with. That's a relatively hard quick clip as well. Okay. Whew. Yeah, just more quick clips and more ABHing. That's basically all there is to this section here. Nothing much else I can worry about. And explosive boost, nade boosts. I'm gonna hope that we clip through this first try. We're jumping into it right now. Let's hope we clip through it on the load. Otherwise, we'll have to go back and just do it again. Ah, unlucky. And then this is a tire clip. This tire does not like to clip normally, so... Okay, second try is not bad for that. It just is a very annoying prop to work with. Generally, flatter sides on props work well, work more consistently for clips. Tires are very much not good at that. Alright. That's also a relatively new strat there, using a single nade and then launching it off the fence. Ooh, that's not great. The previous strat was a decent amount slower, like 5 or 10 seconds, and used an explosive barrel, an SMG nade, and a regular nade, so it was pretty difficult to execute. And, pretty... Ooh, what am I doing here? I don't know if I can live that. Let's not do that, actually. Okay. I don't know if I can live this. Let's hope we can. Alright, I think I can, actually, if I just land well. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna give it one more go, and if I don't land it, then I'm just gonna... Okay, we'll just redo it. It's fine. There we go. Wait, is that good enough, actually? Yeah, okay, we're good. It's fine. It's fine. So now, speaking of very annoying quick clips or nade boosts, this is both of them in one, in that it's an SMG nade boost into a really annoying quick clip. We need this barrel, and we're going to need a box on top of it, and we're going to try an SMG nade boost into it to clip through. Pretty large section. Oh my god, I'm stuck in it. Alright, this isn't going to work, I don't think, unless we can shut the door really quickly. Ah, I'm stuck in the door! Okay. It's fine. Alright, that works. Pretty messy, but I don't know, it just works. It just works. What can I say? What can I yeah, what can I say? Oh, okay. That guy doesn't normally blow up on the wall, but that's fine. It's all good. Those landmine jumpy, I don't remember what they're called, things can be pretty annoying. It looks like we got through pretty clean. Let me kill ourselves with this. Alright, it's fine. Oh my god, I can't get this nade. Am I just being very stupid here? I don't understand. I think I am because this... Well, I definitely... Okay. It's fine, you know? It's... That's, Oh my god. I've never messed that one up. That's a first. Oh. That's a fun time to forget how to do that. I might have, made a few errors. So, when I did the estimate for this run, I kind of put it in for the other version of the game, the ghosting mod version of this game. I didn't have time to really set it up on this computer, so I might need to do some stuff to make us meet estimate. Alright, is what I'm gonna say. We'll see how bad we are later on, or we might even not meet estimate with that stuff. Largely due to my mistakes, because I have played very, very poorly. In fact, probably the worst I've ever played. I'm gonna blame it on being on my brother's computer still, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Just so we know, how much of a difference do you expect there to be?
Probably only a couple minutes if I do the things, but...
Okay.
I honestly didn't expect there to be that much of a difference because his computer is much, much better than mine. But I guess I underestimated how much the version difference actually matters.
So I think you're going to be okay in that regard. We're doing pretty well on estimate. I mean, as in schedule. That's what I'm trying to say. The schedule's going pretty well. So, you know, of course, try and do it as fast as you can, as always. But try not to get too bent out of shape about it.
I will try my best. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry, I will blame it on RNG, my friend. We actually have been pretty unlucky during this run. I will say that much. We did see Dog for a couple of frames. I'm sorry for lying to you all. We did see Dog. This run does feature Dog as a cameo appearance for a few frames on that last map. The last map of City 17. I'm sorry. So we're coming up to another major skip here. This is called Citadel O2 skip. Because it skips the very long pod ride in Citadel O2. That's not to say it goes through the entire map very quickly, because it's still... Did this guy come towards me? Okay, I guess not. It still takes a very long... That's not fun. Still takes a decently long time to do, but... Alright. So here I'm just reloading the save to try and get armor from this scanner. He drops it 30% of the time, so we can take a few times reloading to get it. We need that armor in order to do this map. It can be a pretty difficult map to get through quickly, but we're going to try our best to see how we go. Oh my god. This isn't the hard part, but you know what? If I want to mess up the easy part, it means I'm going to get the hard part really quickly. Right? Also not the hard part. Alright. Okay, this actually is a hard part, so I'm okay with messing this up, maybe. I would rather not, though. Please, sir, I beg you. Alright. There is a different strat for that previous section. I feel like I'm not practiced enough in it to do it quickly though, so I'm not going to go for it. Or I didn't go for it, rather. Yeah, so through this entire section you're supposed to be in one of the pods that you'll see later on, I guess. Our first actual exposure to them. But yeah, we skipped over that because... Oh my god. Well, we could. Okay, this is not great. Okay. Alright, you know what I said about no cheating in the room? We're gonna do a little bit of cheating at the end of the run. I messed up a little bit too much, but it's fine. I promise. You're not gonna miss anything interesting, and it'll look a bit funny. So you know what? We'll just say it's a new skip I just found. It's a new skip called Host Timescale. I'm very glad that we just received a 230 viewer raid. Thank you, Nintendo, for supporting the marathon. Guys, don't tell them about the cheating skip that we're going to be doing, alright?
Yeah, we won't tell them about you cheating.
Yeah.
So, hey, Raiders, welcome. We are Oz Speedruns. We're raising money for the Royal Flying Doctors Service. And they are a service that provides emergency medical and primary healthcare services to anyone who lives, works, or travels in rural and remote Australia. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ozspeedruns.com, and I've posted a link to that in the chat. We have a number of incentives coming up, which I've also posted in the chat. In particular, Simpsons Hit and Run is coming up next, and at the end of that run, if we meet the glitch exhibition target, there will be a glitch exhibition. So right now that's at 54% funded. It's got $228.46 left. So get right on that. Support the Royal Flying Doctors Service. And back to you, Wilbo.
Thank you, thank you. We're just setting up for Orb Launch here. this is basically... Oh, hold on. That's a bad save. We grab this screen, we line it up, and then we put an orb underneath it, and it doesn't want to work for me. There we go. And we launch way high up into the sky. Let me go through. Alright. Just finishing up onto one of the last sections now. Oh my god. No, don't kill me. Okay, I've never been this low HP here before. Oh, this is rough. Alright, that's fine. HP doesn't matter. Okay, we're good. No, we can't get back into the bulletproof state. Can I oh my god, no way. Alright, we're just gonna wait a cycle. It's fine. Normally you're supposed to catch that first cycle, but it just didn't because we're very slow into this. Actually, I don't even know if I can get on this. I'm just gonna grab it. Oh my, no way. Okay, it's fine. Then we're gonna do some definitely not cheating here to speed up through this cutscene because it really doesn't matter that much. Yep, this is how it's supposed to look, I promise. Don't worry about it. Let's actually slow this down maybe a little bit. It's all fine. Alright. Legendary skip here. First time ever revealed. Alright, it's fine. I was very confident in meeting this thing. I promise it's down to the game version and stuff. I was very, very confident in this. So we're coming up to the last thread of the run. You guys remember when we got the airboat, we got quick clip because we're in the vehicle. This is a vehicle as well, and it gets deleted once we get hit by this gravity gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing save buffers here. So we're save loading tick perfectly, like we did at the very beginning of the run in the train, if you guys remember that. If you guys weren't here for that. We're basically delaying certain parts of the game while keeping other parts of the game running by save loading every frame. After we load, we save load immediately on the next frame. And this means that we can get the, I think that should work. Yep, that worked. Alright, so we can get the vehicle deleted and allow us to go through here with no clip. And we're just going to shoot this with the orb. And then, oh my god. Shoot the orbs into there. And time is coming up very, very soon. Alright, and that's time. So yeah, sorry about having to end it in that pretty scuffed way. That's partly my fault. I'm only taking part responsibility. Yeah, we can just end and go into and die because that's the time at the end. The game also ends fine if we just kill ourselves afterwards with no clip. Thank you guys.
Yep, so that was an hour and 2 minutes, though add that extra time for the cutscene.
Yeah, that would normally be probably like 110, 107 kind of range. I don't know exactly. Probably like 110.
So, everyone, that was Half-Life 2 Any Percent No Void Clip by Wilbo. Do you have anything you'd like to shout out, Wilbo?
No, just check out the game if you guys are interested, if you thought it looked cool. It's very fun to run.